Good morning, second graders. Today we are going to read a book that is by an author that we have not read before, and his name is Donald Cruz. Yesterday we read a book by Cynthia Rylant, and it was about her childhood memories of being in the mountains with her grandparents. This book is similar because Donald Cruz, the title of the book that we're reading today is Big Mamas, is about his memories with his grandparents that he used to spend in the summer. Now, you may have adults or grown-ups in your life that say it's more important to make memories than what you have, and I am a true believer in that. You will not remember the small horse or baby doll that you have when you're my age, but you will remember the memories that you make with the people who are special in your life. So, I wonder if you could write a book like Cynthia Rylant and Donald Cruz about a memory you have with loved ones in your life. So Big Mama is another word for grandmother. So that's another similarity from this book to yesterday's book. So Big Mamas by Donald Cruz. I'm going to open up my book. Scoot back a little bit. Before I start reading, where do you think they are? If you look at the front cover. This family is on a train and they're looking out the windows. And then on the back, who do you think is in this illustration? Remember, the book is called Big Mamas. So Big Mama is the older woman standing on the porch right here. And this is Big Papa sitting down, and they live on a farm. So we're going to read to find out what the children do at Big Mama's farm. Whatever they do, it was such a good memory that Donald Cruz wrote about it. Here we go. Did you see her? Did you see Big Mama? We called our big grandma. Whoa, I'm going to start over. It was a tongue twister. Did you see her? Did you see her? Did you see Big Mama? We called our grandma Big Mama. Not that she was big, but she was Mama's mama. Every summer we went to see her. Mama, my sister, my brother, and me. Daddy had to work. He'd come later. It took 3 days and 2 nights on the train. Now we were nearly there. Do you think they're excited? I think they're pretty excited. Open it up. Okay. Cottondale, next stop, Cottondale, yelled the conductor to the nearly empty train. Don't leave no babies on this train. He made the same joke every year. My Uncle Slank came for us by car. We always hoped he'd come with the horse and wagon, but he never did. We crossed back over the train tracks, a turn or two along the red dirt road. And what do you think's at the end of this road? Onto the lane in front of Big Mama's house. Big Mama and Big Papa were waiting for us on the porch. There were hugs and kisses and, "Oh my, how you've grown," and, "How tall are you? Is this you?" Then off with our shoes and socks. We wouldn't need them much in the next few weeks. Now to see that nothing had changed, in the hall, the sewing machine that you had to pedal like a bicycle, the big clock over the fireplace, the wind-up record player, the kerosene lamps and the Sear Roebuck catalogs. Our room, my brother's and mine and Uncle Slank's. Across the hall, the room where my sisters and Mama slept. Next to it, Big Mama's and Big Papa's room. Then to the back porch. Do you think they like that nothing has ever changed? I think they probably do. It's nice to have things how they are in your memory. Off the porch were 3 rooms. The tiny extra room, no bigger than the bed in it. None of us wanted to sleep there alone. The dining room with the big round table and chairs, and next to it the kitchen. On the porch was the washstand, where we washed our hands, faces, and feet. At the end of the porch was the well. Don't fall in, we were told every year, and no one ever did. So a well is a place that keeps water. Some homes still have it. Instead of running water in your house, you would have to go to a well and pump it. We stood on tiptoe to watch the bucket go down and fill with water so that we could have a drink from the dipper that hung nearby. Everything was just the same. So here's a picture of them using the well. It's a big hole in the ground with water in the bottom. And usually there's a rope, and you lower the rope down with a bucket, and the bucket goes in the water. The bucket fills with water, and then you use the rope to bring the bucket full of water back up. In the backyard was the chicken coop, where Sunday dinner's chicken spent its last days. Behind the shed, full of old stuff, was the outhouse. Okay now, but scary in the dark. We stopped for a drink at the pump. We ran past the pear tree where the turkeys roosted at night. Do you guys know what an outhouse is? It's the same thing as a porta potty or an outdoor bathroom. Under the tractor in front of the tool shed was a good place to look for nests with eggs in them. Next to the tool shed was the huge empty pot for making syrup from sugar cane juice. I dug some worms from the big pile of cane pulp. Wigglers were the best kind for fishing. I chose a pole. The barn was another place to look for eggs. On to the stable to see Nancy and Maud. Maud was friendly, but Nancy was a biter. What's he talking about? Nancy and Maud. Maud was friendly, but Nancy was a biter. Is he talking about people? No, he's talking about the horses. Down the path past the cow pen and the pig pen to the pond. The flat bottom boat was still there. Plenty of water for fishing and swimming this year. Everything just as it should be. A fish, I got one, I yelled. Woohoo, woohoo! The train whistle. Dinner time. Everybody sitting around the table that filled the room. Big Mama, Big Papa, Uncle Slank, our cousins from down the road, and all of us. We talked about what we did last year. We talked about what we were going to do this year. We talked so much we hardly had time to eat. Have you ever been at a family dinner like that, where you're just talking and talking and talking and you forget to put any food in your mouth? The night was jet black, except for millions of stars. We could hardly sleep thinking about things to come. Some nights, even now, I think that I might wake up in the morning and be at Big Mama's with the whole summer ahead of me. That's a picture of him now. Looking up at where he lives, wishing he was back on the farm, thinking about his Big Mama. So today, when you're writing in your journal, right after this, I want you to think about what summer memories you have. His was spending it with his family. Is there any traditions that you do with your family every summer? Maybe you all go to a particular beach. Maybe you take a yearly trip to Holiday World. But what's something that a memory that you have that you've done? It doesn't have to be with your family, but someone who's special to you, a fond memory that you have. And I would like you to write about that in your journal. All right. Good luck today with your assessments and your other work that you need to complete. And I will see my small groups this afternoon. Have a good day.